Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Learn Math with Priya. In this video, we are going to solve important MCQ questions from the previous year sample papers. There are 20 questions, 18 MCQ and 2 assertion and reasoning. Let's get into the video. You can also solve along with me. Before we begin question number 1, I request you all to subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed yet. So let's begin question number 1. The quadratic equation x square minus 4x plus k equal to 0 has distinct real roots. So when I have distinct real roots, only when b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. Isn't it? So from here, from the quadratic equation, I am going to filter what is a. A is coefficient of x square, which is 1. B is coefficient of x, which is minus 4. Okay, c is equal to k. Now I am going to substitute here minus 4 the whole square. Please mention it inside the bracket. 4 times of 1 times of k, which is greater than 0. 16 minus 4k is greater than 0. Now I am taking 4k to the other side. So 16 is greater than 4k. Okay, so 16 by 4 is greater than k. So what you will get, 4 is greater than k, or I can say k is less than 4. So which is option D. Question number 2, the number of polynomials. How many polynomials can be made with the zeros as minus 2 and 5. So if alpha is equal to minus 2, beta is equal to 5, you know the polynomial can be formed using the formula x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the root is equal to 0, isn't it? So x square minus sum of the root is minus 2 plus 5x plus product of the root will be minus 2 times 5, that is equal to 0. Okay, so sum of the root is alpha plus beta and product of the root will be alpha beta. So it will be x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. This is one of the polynomial. If I am going to multiply this with some constant k, where k is a real number, then there will be multiple polynomials possible, isn't it? Since k is a real number, it can take any values like 1, 2, 3, and so on. So if I substitute k as 1, I will get one polynomial. If I substitute k is equal to 2, I will get another polynomial. If I substitute k is equal to 90, I will get another polynomial. So there are more than 3 polynomials possible to have the zeros as minus 2 and 5. So the option is D, more than 3. Question number 3, the pair of equation y equal to 0 and y equal to minus 7 as. So when I am plotting y equal to 0, that line will be here, right? This is y equal to 0 line. And what is y is equal to minus 7? So it will be somewhere here, isn't it? So this is another equation line. So think of, if these two lines are not going to intersect, I will not get any of the solutions, isn't it? Hence, the option is D, no solution. So only when two lines intersect, you will get the solutions. Question number 4. The line segment joining the point A 5, comma 3. So I am taking 5, comma 3 as x1, y1 and B minus 3, comma 11 as x2, y2 is divided by the point. So this is dividing the line segment AB. So I am making it as x, comma y. So if I draw a line segment AB, okay, so C is the point which divides a line segment. So A is 5, comma 3 and b is minus 3 comma 11 and c is 3 comma 5. So I'm just plotting the coordinates x1 y1 x2 y2 and x comma y. In order to find the ratio, I am just making the ratio as k is to 1. Okay, now I am going to use a section formula. C x comma y is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n and my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. So k is to 1. So where m is k and n is 1. I'm going to substitute all the values here. So x comma y is 3 comma 5, m is k, x2 is minus 3 plus n is 1, x1 is 5 by k plus 1 comma m is k, y2 is 11 plus 1 times y1 is 3 divided by k plus 1. Now, since I know the x coordinate and y coordinate on both the sides, I'm equating x coordinate with x value. That is, 3 is equal to k times minus 3 is minus 3k, 1 times 5 is 5 by k plus 1. Similarly, y coordinate with y coordinate. So 5 is equal to 11 times k plus 3 by k plus 1. So I can take any one of the equation and I can solve it. So I'm taking 3 is equal to minus 3k plus 5 by k plus 1. So I'm transposing to the other side. So I will get 3 times of k plus 1 is equal to minus 3k plus 5. Now evaluate the bracket using distributive. So 3 times k is 3k plus 3 times 1 is 3 is equal to minus 3k plus 5. So 3k and this minus 3k is transposed to the other side will become positive 3k is equal to 5 and plus 3 transposed to the other side will become minus 3. So 3k plus 3k is 6k, 5 minus 3 is 2. So k is equal to 2 by 6 which is reduced to 1 by 3. The required ratio is k is to 1 which implies 1 by 3 is to 1. So if 3 is taken to the other side, so the required ratio is 1 is to 3. Or you can just make it equivalent by multiplying 3 on both sides. So you will get 3 into 1 by 3 is to 1 is to 3. So 3 and 3 will get cancelled. So the required ratio is 1 is to 3. So the option is A, 1 is to 3. Question number 5. If P and Q are positive integers, so P is A cube B square and Q is A square B. I need to find the HCF. So HCF is nothing but product of minimum powers of a variable. So A appears in both P and Q and the minimum power for that is 2. So it is A square. Similarly, B appears in both P and Q and the minimum power is here. If there is no power, it is considered as 1. So it's just A square B, which is option A. The LCM of two numbers is 182 and the HCF is 13. If one of the number is 26, then the other number is. So we know the relation HCF into LCM is equal to product of two numbers. So A and B are the numbers, isn't it? So I'm going to substitute HCF as 13. LCM is 182 and one of the number I've taken for A, which is 26, and I don't know the other number. I'm keeping B as it is. Now transpose 26 to the other side. So 13 times 182 by 26 is equal to B. Cancel 13 one time, 13 twos are. Now cancel 182 and 2. So which is going to be 91. So B is 91, which is option D. Question number 7. The 11th and 13th term of an AP are 35 and 41 respectively. Find its common difference. So I need to find D, isn't it? So A11 is given as 35. So take the first number for the first value, okay? And A13 is equal to 41. So what is AN formula? A plus N minus 1 times D. So I don't know D, so I'm keeping the letter D as it is. So A11, which means N equal to 11, isn't it? So I'm substituting in the formula. So I will get A11, which is A plus 11, N is 11, right? So 11 minus 1 times D is equal to 35. Since A11 is 35, I'm equating the formula also equal to 35. So I will get A plus 10D is equal to 35. Let it be equation 1. Okay, similarly, for A13, I can equate with the 13 as n. So 13 minus 1 times d is equal to 41. That is given here, isn't it? So A plus 12d is equal to 41, which is equation 2. Now I am going to solve equation 1 and 2 by elimination method. Okay, so A plus 10d is equal to 35. A plus 12D is equal to 41. So now change sign to cancel A. So 10 minus 12D is equal to minus 2D. 35 minus 41 is going to be minus 6. So cancel minus and minus on both sides. So D is equal to 6 by 2. So D is equal to 3, which is option D. If 2 sine 2 theta is equal to root 3, then find the value of theta. So I'm going to transpose 2 to the other side. So multiplication crosses the equal sign becomes division, isn't it? So it becomes root 3 by 2. When sine theta will be root 3 by 2, it is sine 60 degree, right? In sine 60 degree of the tabulation, the value will be root 3 by 2. Now compare on both sides. 2 theta equal to 60 degree. Okay, so theta is equal to 60 by 2. So which implies theta is 30 degree, which is option A. Question number 9. The value of sine 30 degree cos 60 degree plus sine 60 degree cos 30 degree is. So here sine 30 degree value from the tabulation is 1 by 2 and cos 60 is also 1 by 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2 and cos 30 is root 3 by 2, isn't it? So 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 2 is 4 in the denominator, root 3 times root 3 is 3, and 2 times 2 is 4 in the denominator. Since it is like fraction, I am just adding the numerator, keeping the denominator as it is. So 4 by 4, which is 1, option is B1. A girl walks 200 meter towards east. So let us understand the direction. So direction of the east is towards the right, west is left, north is up, south is down. Okay. So now I'm going to draw the figure. A girl walks 200 meter towards east. Okay. Now she is standing here, and then 150 meter towards north. So she is now in this position. Now I need to find the distance of the girl from the starting point. So this is the distance. So you can see this makes an angle 90 degree. So this is a hypotenuse side. So as per Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of square of other two sides. So it is 200 square plus 150 square. 200 square is 40,000 and 150 square is 22,500. When you add these two, I will get 62,500. So hypotenuse square is equal to 62,500. Hypotenuse is equal to root of 62,500, which is 250 meter, which is option B, 250 meter. There is a trick in finding the square of a number ending with zeros. So remember, if a number ends with 1 0, the square of a number will have two zeros at the end. If a number ends with 2 0, the square of a number will result in four zeros at the end. So the zero always doubles. Okay, use this trick wherever it is required. Let's move on to question number 11. Question number 11. The base radii of a cone and cylinder are equal. So, you know the radius of a cone as well as the cylinder are equal in length. If the curved surface area are also equal, so I need to find the ratio of slant height of the cone to the height of the cylinder. So, what is the CSA of cone? It is pi RL, isn't it? Is to, that is a ratio of cone, is to CSA of cylinder. So what is the CSA of cylinder? That is 2 pi RH. Pi and pi get cancelled, and they said equal radii, so R and R get cancelled. So L is to 2H. I need to find the ratio of slant height to the height of the cylinder, isn't it? So L by H, bringing H to the other side, is 2. That is 2 by 1, isn't it? So L is to H is nothing but 2 is to 1. The option is A. Question number 12. From an external point Q, the length of a tangent to the circle. So let me have a circle here. The external point is Q, and I'm going to draw the tangent to a point on the circle. Okay, so this is going to be 5 centimeter. Okay, and there is a center O. Now, I'm joining the O to the point where the tangent touches. Okay, so this is nothing but radius, isn't it? So now they have also given the distance of Q from the
I
center
know the
is
radius is
8
always
centimeter.
perpendicular to the
So this is
tangent.
going to be
So
8
this is
centimeter.
90 degree.
So now I need to find the radius of the circle. Okay, so opposite to 90 degree will be hypotenuse. As per Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of square of other two sides. That is 5 square plus r square. So what is hypotenuse? It is 8 square is equal to 25 plus r square. So 64 is equal to 25 plus r square. 64 minus 25, I'm transposing 25 to the other side, is equal to r square. So 64 minus 25 is going to be 39, which is nothing but r square. Now if I need to find r is root of 39. Square crosses the equal sign, becomes square root, isn't it? So r is root 39 centimeter, which is option C. Question number 13. If the sum of areas of two circles with radii R1 and R2. So sum of the area. So I'm going to find the sum of two areas. That is one with radius R1. So it will be pi R1 square, and another circle of area pi R2 square. Isn't it? That is equal to the area of a circle of radius capital R. So it is pi R square, isn't it? So take pi commonly outside. So you will get r1 square plus r2 square equal to pi r square. Pi and pi get cancelled on both sides. So r square is equal to r1 square plus r2 square, which is option B. Question number 14. If sin A is equal to 1 by 2. So when sin A will be 1 by 2? At sine 30 degree, isn't it? So I am writing sine 30 instead of 1 by 2. So here if you compare, A will be 30 degree, isn't it? Similarly, they have given another condition, cos B is equal to 1. So when cos will be 1 at cos 0 degree, isn't it? So when I am comparing, I am getting B as 0 degree, isn't it? So now I have to see whether the condition obeys. So A should be greater than 0. Yes. So A is greater than 0 degree, which is 30 degree, right? And B is less than pi by 2. Pi is 180, so 180 by 2 is 90 degree, less than or equal to. Yes, 0 is less than or equal to pi by 2. So this condition obeys. So A and B values are correct. I need to find cot A plus B. So I'm going to substitute the degrees which I got for A and B here, which is 30 degree plus 0 degree. So cot 30 plus 0 is cot 30 degree, which is root 3. The option D. Question number 15. If O is the center of the circle and cot PQ makes an angle 50 degree with the tangent PR. So this is the cot PQ. Okay, it is making an angle 50 degree with the tangent PR. Okay, so now I need to find the angle subtended by the chord at the center. So they are asking me to find angle POQ. Okay, so how can I find it? I know QPR is 50 degree and OP is a radius perpendicular to the tangent. So OP is perpendicular to PR. So angle OPR is 90 degree. I know angle OPQ plus angle QPR is equal to 90 degree, isn't it? So I don't know OPQ, I'm keeping as it is. QPR is 50 degree from the given, okay, is equal to 90. So from here I can find angle OPQ is equal to 90 degree minus 50. I'm transposing 50 to the other side. So angle OPQ is equal to 40 degree. So this is 40. I'm shading here. Okay. And I know OP and OQ are radius and they are equal, isn't it? So OP is equal to OQ, which means the triangle OPQ is a isosceles triangle, isn't it? So if it is isosceles, then the base angles are equal. So I know angle OPQ is equal to angle OQP. So this is also 40 degree. I'm shading in the figure. Okay, now I can find POQ easily by angle sum property, isn't it? By angle sum property, what is angle sum property states that all the three angles added together to get 180 degree. So I am summing all the angle 40 degree plus 40 degree plus angle POQ is equal to 180. So angle POQ is equal to, so this becomes 80. So transposing 80 to the other side, 180 minus 80 will become 100 degree, which is option B. Question number 16. Given that sine theta is equal to A by B, find cos theta. So what is sine theta? Sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse, isn't it? And what is cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. So I know hypotenuse, which is going to be b. So you can check the denominator whether b is available. Yes. So definitely it is going to be option C. Or else I will show you how to find it out. So opposite is A, hypotenuse is B. So I know from Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square, isn't it? So B square is equal to A square plus adjacent square. So take A square to the other side, B square minus A square is equal to adjacent square. So from here, I can find adjacent by taking square to the other side becomes square root. So it becomes b square minus a square. So now adjacent is root of b square minus a square. Substitute here. Cos theta is equal to root of b square minus a square by b. So without the calculation, you can identify the hypotenuse is b. So there is none other option which has a denominator b. So it could be option C. There is other way of finding it using identity. I know sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Okay, I need to find cos theta. So bring sine square theta to the other side. So cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. And if I want to take the square to the other side, it becomes square root. Square root of 1 minus sine square theta. Cos theta is equal to root of 1 minus what is sine theta? A by b. Sine square theta will be a by b the whole square. That is equal to root of 1 minus a square by b square. If you simplify, you will get b square minus a square by b square. If you take b square outside the square root, you will get root of b square minus a square by b, which is option C. Question number 17. For the following distribution, the marks are given and number of students are given. You can see the number of students are gradually increasing, which means they have given the cumulative frequency. It is not a continuous interval. The intervals are below 10, below 20, so on. So if I consider below 20, it also includes below 10. So I have to rearrange the tabulation in terms of class intervals. So 0 to 10, 20 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and 50 to 60, isn't it? So first let me write the cumulative frequency which is given here. 3, 12, 27, 57, 75, and 80. Now I need to find the proper number of students for this interval. Okay, 0 to 10 is 3, so I'm just keeping as it is. 10 to 20. So see here, below 20 is including below 10, right? Now I need only 10 to 20, so I have to subtract. So 12 minus 3, okay, that is equal to 9, isn't it? So now again I am subtracting 27 minus 12 to find the number of students in the class interval 20 to 30. So it is 27 minus 12 is going to be 15. Now 57 minus 27 is going to be 30, isn't it? So 75 minus 57, that is equal to 18, and 80 minus 75 is equal to 5. Remember, when you add all this, you should get the value 80. So let me try. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 plus 15 is 27. 27 plus 30 is 57. 57 plus 18 is 75. 75 plus 5 is 80. So I'm getting 80, which means my value which I subtracted is right. Now check for the highest frequency, which is 30, isn't it? So maximum number of times repeated is going to be the mode. So 30 is the mode, and the class is going to be 30 to 40. Hence it is option C. Question number 18. The mean and mode of a frequency distribution are 28 and 16 respectively. So what is mean? Mean is 28 and mode is given as 16. So take the number and the values in order. Okay, so mean is the first number, mode is the second number. Now I need to find the median. So connecting mean, median and mode, I have a formula which is 3 median minus 2 mean is equal to mode. So I'm going to substitute the given and then I'm going to find the median by transposing. So 3 median minus 2 minus 28. So I'm substituting here equal to mode which is 16. So 3 median minus what is 2 times 28? It is going to be 56, isn't it? That is equal to 16. Now I am transposing 56 to the other side. So I will get 3 median is equal to 16 plus 56, which is going to be 72. So 3 median is 72. If I transpose 3 to the other side, what I will get? It is 72 by 3, which is going to be 24, isn't it? So your answer is option C. Question number 19. The value of y is 3 if the distance between the point p2, comma minus 3 and q10, comma y is 10. So I am just writing the point p is 2, comma minus 3, q is 10, comma y, and they have given the value of y as 3. So it is 10, comma 3, isn't it? So I am representing point p2, comma minus 3 as x1, comma y1 and q as x2, comma y2. So how we will find the distance between p and q? Using distance formula, right? That is root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square will be the distance between pq. So they have given the distance between pq as 10, and I am going to substitute the value of x2, x1, y2, y1. Root of 10 minus 2 the whole square plus 3 minus of minus 3 the whole square, okay, is equal to pq is 10. Now I am taking square root to the other side, so it becomes 10 square, isn't it? And here 10 minus 2 is 8, so 8 square plus 3 minus of minus 3 will become plus 3, isn't it? So 6 square. So I'm going to check whether 8 square plus 6 square is 10 square. It is 8 square is 64, 6 square is 36, equal to 100. Is it 100? 60 plus 30 is 90, 4 plus 6 is 10, so 100 is equal to 100, which means the given assertion is true. Now come for the reason. The distance between 2 points is given by the formula root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Yes, it is true, isn't it? So both the assertion and reason is true, and R is the correct explanation of assertion, isn't it? Which means the option is A. So let's do the last question. Question number 20. The assertion is given as the number 6 power n never ends with digit 0 for any of the natural number n. So how can I express 6? 6 can be expressed as the product of prime numbers 2 times 3, and the power is n, isn't it? So always remember, any number which can be expressed as 2 power m into 5 power n can end with digit 0. Okay, so now in 6 power n, do we have a 5 as a factor? It is not, right? So it never ends with digit 0 for any of the natural number. How about 9 power n? That is a reason, isn't it? So 9 power n is 3 times 3 the whole power n. Again, it cannot be expressed in the form of 2 power n into 5 power n. This also never ends with digit 0 for any natural number. So both the statement A and R are true because they already said it never ends with, right? But now check whether R is a correct explanation of A. So they haven't given any explanation regarding 2 power m into 5 power n. So both assertion and reason are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A, isn't it? So the option is B. So the answer is given here. Hope you have solved all the 20 questions along with me. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, and let's meet on my next video for solving another sample paper. Thank you.